Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this week's NSMC's Taco Tuesday. We're glad that you've joined us, and I'm excited to introduce you to
Kelly Fink.
Kelly. Thank you for taking time out of your very busy schedule to be here with us today. Let's get started. Tell us a little bit about you and your company.
Sure. Thank you. I'm glad to be here. So I am the general manager for Milesbrand, and we are a branding and advertising agency that's been solely dedicated to the real estate industry for over 30 years. I have over 25 years experience in the industry. Started my first 20 years working for home builders and real estate developers. So I was on the client side, been on the agency side with Milesbrand for 4 years. Absolutely love it. Our tagline is from land to brand. So a lot of our clients, we're meeting them when their community is just dirt. So we're helping them create the entire brand identity around a community. So just have absolutely love it. I love the real estate industry, and the agency side, like I said, it's been fantastic.
Sounds very exciting. And we can't stop without mentioning that background because I'm looking at a lot of golds from the Nationals. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, so I am proud to say that we've been awarded 125 gold national awards over the 30 years. Yes. So what is behind me? This is our I'm based in Atlanta, and Milesbrand is based in Denver. So this is our lobby in Denver. So we enter the nationals every year because we want to put our work up against the best of the best across the country and Canada, the whole, so we want to, when we win an award, we're like, okay, we were judged against our peers. So, yeah, so we're very proud of that. So this is one of my favorite backgrounds, so I always use it.
I love that. And if I'm not mistaken, you were not once, but twice awarded the Gold Award for NHB's The National for Marketing Director of the Year.
That is correct. And I have those proudly displayed in my house. Not as big as this, but I do have that. Honestly, it was 2 nights I'll never forget, and going up there and accepting it. I did cry both times just because it meant so much to me. Like, because again, you're judged against your peers. And so it kind of just makes you feel like, okay, I am doing a good job. And plus, when you love what you do, it's nice to be recognized. So it was very exciting.
So let's take it back. How did you get involved with your local, state, or national sales and marketing council?
So I joined the Atlanta SMC back in 1999, which makes me feel really old. I was very new to new homes marketing. So my manager was like, why don't you join the SMC, start going to events? So I did. And for the first few years, I'd go, but I was still really new and didn't know a lot of people. So probably the mid 2000s, I started getting more involved, and some people that were on the board locally were like, Kelly, you should really run for the SMC board. So I waited till my kids were a little bit older, and I did run. So I did serve on the board from 2009 to 2015. I was the chair in 2014. And then after that, I was like, what am I gonna do now? Like, I went through the leadership in a local, and I just had a lot of great contacts through IBS, and I wasn't really sure what my next step was. And so I had several people say, really should get involved at a national level. And at the time I was like, national, I don't know if I have the experience for that. So I started going to some of the subcommittee meetings, really got to meet more people across the country. So I was the chair of the awards committee one year. I think that was 2008 or nine. So I did get to judge nationals, which is really, really exciting. Great experience. And chaired some other subcommittees. And then I was on the NSMC board as a builder representative for several years. And now I'm very happy to be back in 2024 as an associate member on the board of trustees. So I'm very happy to be serving again, but continue to stay on subcommittees and do what I could to give back to our industry.
Very interesting that you've been on both sides. So why have you stayed involved with NSMC all these years?
The networking is amazing. You meet people. Like, when I first got in industry, I would have never thought I would have industry leaders from across the country that I call my friends. Like, I I don't think of them just as people that I know in the industry. I tell my kids make fun of me. My best friends are all in the industry because they understand me, they have the same passion as me. And now I can reach out to anyone and say, hey, do you know somebody that can handle this? What do you think about this? And they'll have an open conversation with you. And of course, education is very important. Going to IBS, I love going to educational sessions. And so I feel like I just get a lot out of it. And right now I'm doing the IBS, the session reviews. So I'm one of the reviewers. And that's just a great opportunity to be involved and give back that I would have never had that opportunity before. So I don't know where I'd be if I hadn't joined local and then moved on to national. I really don't, like with my career.
That's truly excellent. So let's move on to a fun fact. Share with us something personal or work related, but something not many people know about you.
So I think only some of my close friends know this. I've maybe posted some stuff on social, but so my husband and I, we have a goal to visit all 50 states together. So like that's one of our big things. So when the kids were younger, I have a 21 and 18-year-old now, but we went to Disney World like every year, right? We love Disney. I grew up loving Disney, so I didn't have a problem with it. And my husband one year was like, we need to see this great country that we live in. So we started doing trips to different states and just doing things like that. And then it just became something like we need to see all 50 states. So this bracelet, I don't know if you're going to see it. This is one of my travel bracelets. So every place that we go, we get a charm that I wear on my bracelet. We're on state 36. We're going to Alaska and Washington this summer, and we hope to be state 39 by the end of the year. So it's just something that we go visit places that you wouldn't normally visit necessarily, and it's so much fun. So I absolutely love it. I love doing
So
that.
I'm very curious. I love that. Curious though, which is the state that's kind of surprised you the most? You really enjoyed it, but you weren't maybe expecting.
Yeah. You know what? Let me think. Idaho. Idaho was beautiful because the year before we went to South Dakota and went to the Badlands, and absolutely beautiful. Like the Badlands actually one of the most beautiful places I've ever been. But we were getting Idaho and we went in and just so much nature and it was absolutely beautiful. So, but there's a lot of places I would go back, but we got to get all 50 states in before we can go back.
Yeah, I'm going to keep that in mind because I'm going to remember Idaho. All right.
Yeah, Idaho was very beautiful.
Who else do you think we should talk to and incorporate into Taco Tuesday?
So what I was thinking of people that I feel really helped me grow in the industry that are still very involved. And so Meredith Oliver and Carrie Mulcrone, I've spoken with both in the IBS. I've known them both for years. They've always been so welcoming, not just to me, but to my husband. My husband's actually become really good friends with them as well. And they're just such industry leaders that I think they would be excellent to talk to.
Outstanding. I'm going to reach out to both of them. And SMC members, we're so glad that you joined us for this week's Taco Tuesday. We look forward to hearing from you. So please keep posting and stay tuned. I'm Tiffany George. Have a great day.